Happy Sunday, everyone. How has your day been? I hope you're having a great one. I'm having a great weekend, but it's more a frame of mind than a fact. I'm determined to have a great day every day, a great weekend every weekend. So that's just how it's going to be. Anyway, let me see. I got to open my last bottle here because it is 5 o'clock somewhere. And we're going to have a little precious metal talk. Today, we are going to have a talk about American Gold Eagles. Just briefly, something I heard this week, and I wanted to pass it along. I also want to congratulate myself on a great day by opening my last bottle of Buffalo Trace. It's been very difficult to obtain, and this one is coming from my deep stash, which is now officially empty. I'm going to pour myself a small one in my coin of the realm glass here. I think we're drinking neat today. I don't really feel the need for ice. If I drink slowly, the ice tends to water down the whiskey, and it's not conducive. Anyway, let me just cap this bottle. Let me explain the Buffalo Trace. The Buffalo Trace Brewery in Kentucky in the United States was flooded, I would say recently, but a few weeks ago, maybe over a month ago now. They had some massive rainstorms in Kentucky and had very severe flooding, and the Buffalo Trace distillery was flooded out on its lower levels. This apparently has happened 3 or 4 times over the last 50 years. You'd think that they would protect their operations a little better. They definitely protect the whiskey. The barrels are all raised up and so on. But for at least the immediate period of time, they were closed. And I don't know if they've reopened. I haven't heard any news. I'm assuming they're back in operation. But of course, a few weeks out of deliveries creates a shortage for a whiskey that was already pretty hard to get where I'm located right now. So we're going to enjoy what we have and hope we get more. Cheers, everyone. And let's get on to this precious metals ramble. That's good. That is excellent. I actually feel sometimes, especially single malts, but even blended whiskeys like this one, they just give you the full flavor when you sip on them neat. That was very nice. Okay, now why are we talking about Gold Eagles? I'm sure most of you know that, now this is very strange. My camera did something interesting a little while ago when I was setting up. And this little icon appeared when I zoomed this coin up to the camera, and now it's not doing it. So I'm going to have to find what that setting was. It was interesting. It absolutely changed the field of view, and the background went out of focus, but it changed the lighting, it changed the format of the picture. It was kind of neat, so I'm going to have to find out what that setting was. Anyway, I'm rambling. As you know, I was saying, you probably know, there's a Type 1 and a Type 2 American Gold Eagle. Now this one, I believe, is from 1994. Right now I can't see it, but I'm sure on the, if we can get some focus, I'm sure the camera is more than clear enough for you to see the date. Not that it matters. The most important thing is, I think it was in 2021 they started making the Type 2 Eagles. This Flying Eagle has always been on the Type 1 since 1986, I think, when the Eagles first started. And I'm not a huge fan of this reverse, but the Flying Eagle, the Eagles in the Nest, and so on, it's okay. The more modern Type 2 Eagle, which will show you here in a moment, I've got some, I do have some Type 2 Eagles. Here's some pictures of them right here. And we're going to compare the type 1 and the type 2. That's the purpose of this chat. And I don't have any type 2s with me right now. The photographs that I'm showing you there are in my deep stack, and I just don't have access to them. I also went through a tube of 1/10 eagles that I have to see if I had any type 2s in there, and unfortunately they were all type 1s, and it would have been very difficult to make this comparison between a 1 ounce coin and a 1/10 ounce coin, but I think we could have done it. Now I'm going to let's see if I can open this capsule. I'm going to give you a better look at this because we're comparing. This is maybe too long of a talk. It's a really simple thing that I heard, and I took the time today to find out if it was true. Here we go. I was trying to open the wrong side. I like this kind of capsule because it has the ring that holds the coin stationary, and it makes it difficult to get out, but it makes it very easy to grab by the rim when you do, by the reeds. Now, what I learned watching somebody else's, actually news feed, I believe it was. Now, we're not getting a focus here, so let's see if I can get this full screen. What we're looking at is the stars that surround the rim of the eagle. Now, what I learned was the type 1 eagle has 50 stars to represent the 50 United States. Now, I don't know what was going on with the engravers or the artists or the management of the U.S. Mint, but when they went to the type 2 eagle, first of all, I don't think the artwork, wasn't a good rendition or as good a rendition of the St. Gordon's Walking Liberty, and I actually like this version better. I think there's much more definition, and it's a better looking Lady Liberty. The fact that they put 46 stars around the rim of a type 2 eagle just astounds me, because that just reverts the stars on the coin to an artifact to make the coin look cool. It doesn't have any meaning. So everything on a coin, especially a gold coin that now is worth thousands of dollars, should have some kind of meaning. So 46 stars, I mean, what are we saying here? We forgot 4 states? Or the stars don't represent states anymore? I don't know. Maybe taking the stars off. No, I'm not even going to go there. I was going to make it political about the 4 years in the presidency, but that would be a bad joke, because I would be joking against myself and my own feelings, so we're not going to go there. So anyway, I've held this coin for quite some time. I've got a close-up photograph of it. We're going to put the 2 coins side by side. You can count for yourself that it is true the type 2 eagle has only 46 stars. None of this makes any sense to me. You can see, some people might say that they don't even see the stars here, but there are stars under the other artwork all along this edge, and there's the 4 that went missing on the type 2. And I think it was just a lot to do with their lack of care in their engraving. When you look at the photograph of the other one, you'll see that the stars are missing under the other areas where there was some fine artwork on the coin. So it's true, the type 1 and the type 2 obverse are different. If somebody knows if there was some meaning to the 46 stars, or was it just a oversight, I'd be interested to know. Let me know what you think. Does it matter? Do you care that the coin, the type 2, is missing the stars? I do. It doesn't make any difference to me. I buy eagles for the gold, and I buy them at the cheapest possible price. For example, this 1994, I think it is. Anyway, it's a 1990s series coin. I bought it spot, and when spot was significantly lower than what it is now. So I'm way above water on this one, and actually all my gold, I'm way above water. I always try and buy at spot or below, and And of course, gold has appreciated so much the last 4 years that we're all in, anybody who's lucky enough to have some gold is in great shape. So I got off topic there. Back to the coins. The Type 2 Eagle. A lot of people say that the Type 2 Eagle is a better look. As you can see in the photographs there of my Type 2s, it's got the close-up of the eagle head, and that is a fine reverse for a coin. It is a fine rendition of an eagle, but I've never really liked it. It doesn't look like the obverse of what I consider a sovereign coin. It's maybe I'm just not used to it, but let's just go. There are gold United States coins with the crested eagle. There's, of course, there are some coins that come out with this kind of crested eagle. These I consider to be really, really, really top notch. We'll zoom back out again. Probably can't see what I'm doing the hands thing. Anyway, that's all I had. I wanted to throw out there what everybody thinks of the gold eagle and the stars and so on. And there's an example of a historic reverse. This is often used on many U.S. coins, but this is the reverse of a Morgan silver dollar. And I think that the mint could have just put that on gold eagles and kind of trademarked it. That's what eagles look like. Anyway, thank you all. Going to go to editing and put some photographs in. I'm going to enjoy my bourbon while I do that. And I hope you all have a great day. Until next time, please stay safe and have a great day, great week, great weekend. Thank you all.